Hey everyone, welcome back to the Passive Buddies podcast. We have Brandon drinking his coffee. He's having his nice little warm hug. And today, guys, we are talking about when is the best time to start a business. Now, I know, obviously, you're probably sat there, especially in today's world. So if you're struggling, if you're concerned about what's going on in the economy, go listen to the last episode. That will absolutely help you out. One of those suggestions was to start a side hustle. So you're probably sat there thinking, obviously, I don't know what to start, don't know when to start, and this is gonna solve it. Brandon, you good?
Yeah, I'm ready for this one. Like you said, I have my warm hug of coffee. I love coffee, and I'm ready to talk about when the best time to start a side hustle is, or just a business in general. And I would say it was probably 10 years ago, but the second, just like investing, the second best time to invest and start a business is right now, especially in this economy. So I mean, for me, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always when I got out of high school, I was like, I don't know what I'll do. I've always been in sports, and I'll do something that I enjoy. And that was actually fitness. And so I became a personal trainer, did really, really well, started buying real estate, learned and developed those skills as I was going through becoming a personal trainer. As we all do, we develop more skills to have higher income producing skills. And then I got into the online space after moving to Texas and learned how to do all sorts of different things in the online space. And so I think that when you can really start acquiring skills and start a side hustle, start a business, you're going to set yourself up for the future, and you're going to continuously invest in that skill, and it's going to help you grow. Because if you started a skill, imagine if you started, I mean, it's funny because I was talking to a buddy of mine, how I wish I learned programming, because programming is such a high, especially nowadays, it's such a high income skill. And if I would have started it just, when I was 16, when I wanted to, think of how much better I would have been if, just like I said, if I started 10 years ago. And now I know basic HTML and CSS because I learned that in school. But if you can start a skill or invest 10 years ago, you're going to be way better at that skill today. And so if you start today, then you're going to be so much better in the future, and you're going to be able, and it doesn't even need to take you 10 years to make $100,000 or even 7 figures a year, because you can literally solve people's problems today and charge a great deal of money.
Oh, 100%. Like, even if you were thinking about, well, I've got no surplus cash to learn or whatever, like simplest way I could probably give it to you is like, so we're basically talking about the journey, by the sounds of it, especially online, is like you start off pretty much as a freelancer, don't you? And then from the freelancer, you then obviously move into business when you obviously learn to leverage and outsource and stuff like that. Right. So if you're going to start as a freelancer, you're more than likely either going to offer a product or a service. Now, a product obviously comes with overheads and like reduced profits, etc. Whereas service, it's just obviously a bit of time and obviously a bit of money. Like, so my simplest way, like, everybody's online now, so therefore everybody needs to be dominating Google or dominating a social platform. Google do free courses, like they teach you how to do Google SEO for free. They teach you how to run Google ads for free. You could literally go and do those certificates. From those certificates, you could go and put yourself on a freelancer website and start obviously bidding on jobs and getting jobs from the skills you've literally just learned obviously from Google, and you can start making a business. I think the Google certificate's like 18 hours worth of course, and within 20 hours, you're good. Like, you're good. You know enough that Google are happy to, obviously, you can go and produce those services. So in terms of a quick fire way to start a business, build a skill that's necessary. Because if you think about it, there's no point having a website if you can't be found. There's no point having a business if you can't be found. So one of the biggest skills that you will always need to learn in business, so you may as well learn that one first, is marketing.
Right. Yeah. There's so many different free courses online. There are so many different paid courses online. Google, like you said, the certificates. If you want to learn programming, there's a bunch of different free programming sites. I think it's like CS 200 or 500 or 400, CS something, computer science where it's done through one of the big name companies. And it's not even a company, it's a school like MIT, I think. And they give free courses. There is the Passive Buddies, where you can learn some amazing skills in affiliate marketing and online businesses, on how to create an online business. There's YouTube. There's so many great ways to make passive income and to really strengthen your skills so that you can start any kind of business online. I mean, in the last 3 years that I started, I did really, really well the first year, and I've just been compounding those results every single year since. And I literally went from being a personal trainer and not knowing any online skills to really developing myself into what I am today. I don't know if people think good of me or bad of me. I think most people think I'm an all right guy, but it just took 3 years, and that's less time than it would take you to go through a 4-year university. And I have more skills than, I would say, any grad student or even any just undergrad student. And I learned those through networking with people, with building relationships, with going through different courses, through YouTube, there's Udemy, I think it's called UDEMY.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways you can make and learn skills completely for free by taking courses like Google, like you said, or through some of these college courses that offer free college courses online. So definitely start developing a skill. Start today, because even in a year's time from now, you could literally replace your income. And that's what I did. I mean, like I said, I went from a personal trainer not knowing any skills, and within a year or less, I was making well over 6 figures. And so if you start today, that's the best time to start a high income producing skill.
Yeah, and as you say, like it's crazy, isn't it? You can do 3-4 years here. We call it university. Do you call it college? Where you get your degree? Yeah. Okay. So you can do like 3-4 years of there, spend an absolute fortune, obviously, on these degrees that you get, these bachelor's degrees, and then you're now qualified to go get a job. Oh, right. Okay, cool. So now I've spent a ton of money. Now I'm going to get a salary that's going to take me forever to pay the thing back. Or you could literally like join some of these courses online, and you could be earning, if you put the hard work and dedication in today and consistently, you could be earning more than what those degrees will be able to give you in like a year and a half. And it's done. There's your 6 figures per month, or 6 figures consistently a year, and then you can go on from there and scale. So when is the best time to start a business? Like, yeah, it was yesterday, but don't feel bad for not starting one yesterday. Today's available.
Yeah, and it's don't be one of those people that say, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow," because tomorrow will never come, and you'll still keep putting it off, and then you'll be in the same place, or maybe even in a worse place than you were before. Because I know a lot of people who constantly complain about how they hate their boss, or hate their job, or hate their commute to work, or they're spending so much money on gas. And if you can just learn and spend an hour a day, I mean, stop your Netflix account. Instead of go on YouTube, watch a few videos, subscribe to the channel, learn a few things from us, learn a few things from other people, and start implementing. I think that would be and we'll go over it in a future podcast. I think it's in 2 podcasts from now, but we'll go over the 5 mistakes that affiliate marketers make while starting an online business. But you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to be okay with it. You have to make mistakes to learn. And so if you can start making mistakes today and implementing these tactics, then you are going to be on your way to growing a substantial amount of income and securing your future in this unsure economy.
Absolutely love it. As you say, like, business is all about mindset, isn't it? We've covered that in a previous episode. So like, if you've got those nerves, I don't know where to start, well, start here. Like, start listening to these podcasts, go back and listen to some of the other episodes about starting an online business. obviously we've got another episode coming up in a couple of days where it'll be about like obviously affiliate mistakes. Watch these things, listen. As Brandon said, obviously Passive Buddies Accelerated, which is our flagship program, it teaches you all these marketing and sales skills that you need to learn in order to build a passive income business online. All of these things are readily available. Like and we always say it, don't we? It's never ever been easier to start an online business and make it successful, especially with the viral competitions between TikTok and Instagram, like the longevity of YouTube and like the amount of compounding views you can get there. Like traffic is obviously one of the most important things of starting a business, but there's a million different ways to get traffic. Like you will find something that works for you. Like the excuses just aren't there anymore. Like, so if you are wanting to get that extra income, build that business, destroy your 9-to-5, then start. Okay, like finish this podcast and start educating yourself, because that's going to be the thing that sets you free.
Yeah, and just like you said, go through these podcasts, because literally people spend thousands, if not tens of thousands, to learn how to start an online course and start an online business. And literally we've laid out the steps for you in one of our podcasts, like exactly how I was able to start my own 6-figure business and just online courses. And that's how easy it is. And we've literally shown you exactly step by step how to do that, how we've did all of our pre-research, how we built an audience, how we're able to do the market research to get people to say yes, and then make sure that there's actually a market for it. So go definitely watch that podcast. If you know any skills, people can sell and buy those that course from you. I mean, there are women selling farts online for $200,000 in a year. So if someone can sell a fart online, then I'm sure you can sell some skill that you have. If that's like even juggling, I don't know, if that's starting a babysitting company. There are so many ways and things that you can sell online. So definitely subscribe to the channel, check out those extra those videos or those podcasts, and start a business today.
That, I think we've nailed it, guys. So thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, or listening to the end of the podcast, guys. Like, follow, comment, give us any feedback you need, any questions, hit us up. We're here to help. That's the reason we do this podcast, and we will see you on the next episode.
Peace.